is everybody? So, as like tradition, honey, I'm not even remotely prepared. And I'm gonna admit, I kind of got a little bit lost the track of time. I was brushing Tulip because she's been shutting. So I was just like doing that. Hello, how are you guys doing? I guess I should take off my glasses so you guys don't see that annoying glare. I need to get new glasses, honey, but it's one of those things that you don't want to have to drop that money on. You want to just make them last, right? But I've had like these glasses that have been like are crooked. I've had these for like 3 years now. And they're like they've been on their last limb, honey, for a hot biscuit. But how are y'all doing? So, you might hear a little bit of buzzing in the back because I'm uploading the water signs right now. So, my laptop is just buzzing away doing its thing, right? Cannot waste a minute of time. How are you guys doing? Also, I love this outfit. It sucks because it's not fitting right on me. It's a little bit too big. I bought a bought a large, and I guess I should have gotten like a medium or a small. Probably I should have gotten like a small, but it's still cute. I'm like wearing it as much as I can right now, even though it's not looking correct. All right, so hold on. Let me bring up my chat. That's something I need to get better at doing as well. I didn't, last live stream, I don't think I was playing music. I really want to get into some playing music, but no one even noticed it last time, I don't think. Hello, Mystic. Hello, CEO. Hey, Kimmy. Yeah, show the chest hair. Oh, all right. So I need to, you know what? I need to figure out how to like just wear my glasses while being able to like, not show off the glare. Let me see. Is that obnoxious? It's probably obnoxious me trying to set this up while... There we go. If I position my glasses wrong, then I can like avoid the glare. Ooh, it is not fitting. Oh well. There we go. Now I can just read without squinting and be like, ooh. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Justine. Is this a paid session? So it's gonna just be similar now. Oh my god, I actually am showing chest hair galore. Maybe I should change. Oh well, we have to just commit to the look now. So how my live stream readings are at this point on is just gonna be, I just pull cards from where I feel called to. I always will do priority for those that do a super chat or donate, or if you're a member on my channel, I always will be prioritizing doing readings for, yeah, my channel members, because that's just like the perk of supporting me in that way. But yeah, so give me a moment. Let me just like, I know I didn't play music last time, but I want to play music this time. I appreciate the compliments though that I look good. I kind of feel, I recorded earlier and I was feeling pretty cute, but now it's like, you know, when it's like at the end of the day and I just been like vibing out, chilling out for a little bit, I feel a little bit groggy. That's what it is. I ended up taking like probably like a 10-minute nap earlier, and it's like I never recovered from that little bit of grogginess. So just give me a moment, y'all. Also, what time is it? I mean, well, what time is it? Where are you guys from? What are you guys planning for dinner? If you are having dinner, for me, ooh, this is not fitting properly and it bothers me. I like stuff to be like form-fitting too, so that's like my thing. And so it's like when something's loose, I'm just like, oh, like this is supposed to like be clinging on like this, and it'd just be like, of course it's always me wearing something that covers my neck, right? Y'all know how I feel about a good turtleneck. All right. So I'm going to be playing some Tuck Holloman, of course, the artist that did the music for my channel that you hear in the readings. I look so ridiculous with my glasses looking like this. I look like a... Oh. Alright, I'll link you guys the his music, the playlist. And then, alright, Strawberry Ice Cream. Hey, Vaughn. You're like the Ken Barbie doll. Yeah. Germany. Parathos? What is Parathos? Hey, Cindy. Chicken and rice. Ooh. I am, ooh, actually wearing my glasses like this is giving me a headache. There we go. I'm planning on eating later. I'm probably going to do this live stream for maybe like an hour or so. We're vibing out. And then I'm planning on later, I bought broccoli and cabbage, and so I'm probably going to just like make a little bit of a stir fry with that, and I'm pretty stoked for that. The Michael Jackson Barbie. You know, I get the compliments now of, it's funny how, like, to me, I always liked, like, you would think, like, Halloween would be, like, my favorite holiday. But actually, holidays in general, just, like, another day for me. But, like, Halloween is just, like, a boring time for me because it's, like, every day for me, I'm always just like, okay, what kind of cost? Like, I always like to be changing up. Like, if you go like 6 months apart in any of like my posts on Instagram, YouTube, even, like, I always just am drastically looking different because I always like to just be in costume in some kind of way. And so I've always gotten like compliments at one point of like George Michael, Boy George, uh, some other people. Now I'm getting like Freddie. Now I'm getting like, oh, Adam Lambert. I got for a while. Now I'm getting Freddie Mercury, which none. I don't take offense to any of them at all. Hey, Sky. Oh yeah, it would have been worth a lot. See, I think about that with like the Pokemon as well. Like when I had, there's Miss Tulip. When collecting all those Pokemon cards, imagine, imagine. Yeah, 300 and yeah, that's for me, 364. Because on the day of Halloween, I'm the kind of person it's like, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like if I'm going out, well, I don't know. I'm kind of like the person that's like, especially like when it comes to Halloween, I feel like I can't just like be whatever. Like I can't just like walk in like this and you're like, oh, I'm in costume. Because it's like I'm not trying to impersonate anybody. And that's the thing too. I like being myself. Like, is that vain or like narcissistic? I'm sure. But it's like, I don't want to dress up as something else. I want to be myself and like, it's just something extravagant and extra. I feel like we should all have like, make it a point just to like, be as extra as you can, or just feel like just like dressing up just to go to like the store. Like I would go out into the store like this. Honestly, no, probably not like this. I would probably do like a little bit more eye makeup just to have it be more flashy. But it's just like it's really important to just have days where you feel fabulous for your mental health. Just so it's like, I don't know. Rant no one ever asked for, huh? I remind you of your brother. I'll take that as a compliment. Do you like your brother? Ugh. Also, y'all, oh, this is really giving me a headache wearing my glasses like this. One day, maybe next month, I'll like put down the money to get some like go get my vision checked and get new glasses. I've been like delaying it because I wanted at some point just to save for like LASIK or something, but I think it's probably something I gotta just do later, especially with this glare, honey. It bothers me so much. Dress up in heels to do grocery deliveries. Oh, honey, in high school, oh my gosh, I used to dress up. It was so funny. Well, back in my day, like when I was in high school, it was like it was the thing to like wear pajamas to school. Like that was just like the like when I was in high school, I was in Texas, so maybe it's like different. It was different other places, and this is like early 2010s. I graduated 2013, and so it's like I would wear a pajama like bottoms, and then I would have like a full face of makeup, honey. Well, I wouldn't start the day with a full face of makeup. I would go into my first period, and I'd have like this beige purse I got from Amazon, ugly as hell, wearing like these little ugly kitten heels, white heels, also just ugly. Had these like I had two different hoops, and the phrase or the saying I always said was like, the bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. I think everyone, like, that's like a kind of like a phrase people just say. And so like I had one hoops that I could fit my fist through. And then I had like these fabulous blue hoops that are like blue rhinestone. And so like I would go into school, clip clopping away, start my first period with a naked face, but a bag filled with makeup, and then like each period that progressed, I would have just like progressively like more and more makeup. So by the end of the day, I I would have a full face of makeup, and I'd be going home with a full face of makeup just to take it off and do it again the next day. You weren't the biggest fan? All right. So, also, I figured out for anyone that was in my last live stream, I like did some snooping, some little bit of sleuthing, cuz like I got rated. Someone donated $10 and I don't see the donate. Okay, there. I saw like a 10 on the thing. I was like, I don't see a donation. Thank you so much, Vaughn. Vaughn is like my OG subscriber. She's been with me since like I had like before 100 subscribers even, I'm pretty sure. And she's like bought like one of the first people that bought that like went to me privately for a reading. Well, actually, that's not true. She went to me privately from YouTube, I would say, from a reading. Like, she's just like an OG. Thank you, Hunter. I don't remember what I was saying, though. But, yeah, high school is just a fabulous time for me, though. I was living my life. Even though back then, like, it's a lot more normal now. But, back when I was doing... Oh! Back what I was saying, the rating. But Vaughn wants to know what she needs to know. I'll be pulling some cards for you, then I'll get into it. But yeah, I got rated last live stream, and I was just like, what? Like, because it was just so random. I was like, what? And so I did some sleuthing because I looked at my analytics later, because it tells you on YouTube like where like people found you from, because it's like really you just don't just casually find a live stream on YouTube. Like, YouTube streaming system is just awful. And so I was like, how did I get rated by like all these people? And so it showed like this website. I ain't gonna say the website, but basically it's just like this website that is just filled with like incels who just like go to like, literally they just dedicate their life to just like rating live streams and just saying profanities. So and it's like happened before. Like, I saw where they linked it, and they've linked my thing before, and I guess I'm just like being partially targeted just because I'm gay. So it's like oh yeah, I can definitely back during then, even still a little bit now, but like back during then, like it was such a foreign thing. Especially like I was just like a towering black man, right? Like I'm 6'1", almost 6'2", and so like, and I was just very sure of myself and just very loud and bodacious, and so people didn't like, they're just confused. Like, it's just very, even now I feel as if it's hard for people to just like process that. Just like the fluidity that it's like, okay, just like I completely identify as a man without question, but I still will do like or adopt like effeminate things. Like, that's the thing. I feel like I give like such a soft energy that people will assume that I would rather be like have like more like female pronouns or something. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like people are not used to having like someone that's like extremely, I would like to say, maybe it's cocky, but I feel like I've adopted a pretty good balance of masculine and feminine energy, because I find like the divine and masculine energy to be, well, actually that's like a whole video, right? That's a live stream. All right, let me start pulling these cards for Vaughn of what she needs to know. Can you hold on one sec? How was y'all's day, by the way? It was a pleasant day here. The weather's not too bad. It's going to be Memorial Day tomorrow, which is just, this year's like flying by. It's crazy. But yeah, like just like just say, oops, I hit my tripod. Just saying like as a heads up, like this website just like literally like it's not just me in specific. I knew it wasn't just me in specific that got rated, but they've like targeted me before and like have linked my live stream before. So and because like now I'm on their radar because it's just like I'm gay, like I'm sure it's gonna end up happening again in the future. So it's just kind of like a reference, just being like a it's probably gonna happen. Nothing special. They're just kind of looking for a reaction, and and honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest, like all they did was like boost the live stream, and like even like you will notice after like that like live stream, like because like they like boosted like the views and all that, because YouTube doesn't notice, like they just care about the engagement. Like my videos just like performed like a lot better. Like my Libra video now is like taking off like an insane amount, and it's just because like YouTube's thinking that like there's just like this, they saw this surge in traffic and be like, oh, let's push this person more. So in their effort of like trying to silence me because and suppress me because I'm a homo, like all they're doing is just like platforming this homo even more. So I'm just like, all right, sis, like y'all want to just say some profanities for like 10 minutes, like keep on doing it each time, like what's up? Like, it's just like that's the thing too. It's just like give it a thumbs up, give my videos a like, give my videos a dislike. A thumb's a thumb, honey. I'm not gonna discriminate because neither does YouTube. So it's like you're not gonna hurt my feelings if that thumb is up or if that thumb is down. I can still make it work, honey. A mess. So let me get into this reading for Vaughn, right? She wants to know what it is that she needs to know at this time. So the first three cards we pulled for you, Vaughn, is the Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Now, in this situation, this is where you're at a crossroads, right? Always with the Two of Swords, it's this being at a place of where you know you need to make a decision, you know you need to commit. I feel like that's kind of always like the issue, right? Not just with you personally, but when the Two of Swords comes up. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, it wasn't showing up on my phone properly, but your name is Tasha. Hello, Tasha. But yeah, Vaughn, whenever you see the Two of Swords, it's just like someone knows that they need to make a decision, but it's like they don't know, like this, the act of committing to one path and being afraid that's the wrong choice, right? Especially with the Ace of Wands, like you're desiring change, but it's just, again, like because you care so much about like that change in specific, you almost end up spooking yourself out, and then you just stay at this crossroads, right? Especially with the Seven of Cups, right? Because this is like a card of like indecision, kind of right along with the Two of Swords. So with this, it's just like you could see, it's almost like the common phrase I'll say in my videos where it's just like paralysis by overanalysis, right? You're considering all these different options, but then because of these options, you just don't ever make a decision. And so then you're just consistently left at this place of being like, well, what do I do? Thank you so much, CEO, for the $10. And so we get these clarifiers for you, Vaughn. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the High Priestess. And so the High Priestess card comes in of just straight up like listening to your intuition, right? The King of Wands, again, is this sense of like making an assertive choice, rather. And then the Page of Cups being in the reverse, it's almost like this resistance towards allowing, because Pages 1 represents new energy, Cups represents people, emotions, opportunities. So it's almost this sense of you choosing to ignore your intuition, like perhaps it's like you being scared again, but it's almost like this sense of like ignoring your intuition, knowing that you need to take charge and open up to new energy. And maybe it's because of what that means, right? If you have to open up to new energy, you have to make space for it, right? So you have to let go of something. And so then you're at this place of yeah, I can understand why you would have at that Seven of Cups then, because then it's just like having to have that domino effect, right? But here's the thing though, when you have that High Priestess card, it already just always confirms to me, you kind of know the choice. You just have to like, you're just in the process of straightening up your back enough and getting ready to have the courage to make that decision, right? Of just letting in, like taking this sign as going into something completely new. Because if you're already having that craving, there's a reason why you're having that craving. Hey, Brandy. Yeah, it's been a moment, Brandy. I know Sky said today was rough for them. I'm sorry, it seems like it's been like, this is the first day of Mercury retrograde. I plan on doing a video, actually. I might record it. I think I even said in the last live stream. I'm going to record it tonight, actually, for sure, of Mercury retrograde and my perspective on it and how I handle Mercury retrograde. Not to say that my perspective or how I handle it is going to be, like, the way. But maybe might find some people helpful, or plus maybe it's just nice like to just talk about Mercury retrograde, right? It's something that happens in all of our like in our lives like so consistently. It's going to be lasting until like, is it like June 22nd or like July 22nd? I think it's June 22nd. Love this shit. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to get this in. I only bought one of these because I have my eye on several different colors of this as well, because I like the same. I will buy the same thing in different colors. If you look at my videos, I have like 30 different turtlenecks, 30 different long sleeves, same thing, but it's just in different colors. And so I wanted to see how it looked on me and how it wore. And so now I know I need to just like get it in. I'm probably gonna get it in like a small next time and then wear it, because once it actually fits properly, oh honey, I will be giving you like I'll just feel so fabulous in it. But I like it now. I really adore the colors in the decor of it. What colors is gonna be there's a red one that I'm looking at, a white one. There's like a darker blue one of this. I want to say there's like a yellow or an orange one as well. Thank you. All right. So CEO would like to have a journal. Thank you so much. Again, I hope that message was helpful to you, though, Vaughn. And I appreciate you guys donating and supporting me. Maybe that means I'll be able to get no. This is the glasses fund now. All right, those $20 will just go directly to getting some glasses that aren't crooked. All right, let's see this general message for CEO. How have you been doing, CEO? It's been a minute since I've seen you as well. Exactly, yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone in it. You like what you like. I have like this weird thing of where it's funny of like, I don't like, and I think it's just because like when you like grow up poor and like in like public school, right? Like in elementary, it's like maybe I'm alone in it, but like that used to be like the roast, right? Of where it's just like, oh, you're wearing the same thing. You must be dirty, da da da. And so now that's just like stuck with me, but never in like, well, I don't think it's I mean, it hasn't negatively impacted my life. It's just giving me a reason to be fabulous, darling. But it's because of that, like I can't ever like go out or like present myself without there being at least something different, right? So I could be wearing the same exact thing, like, right? Like I recorded in this already, and I definitely will be recording it again and again, trust and believe. Like what? But I always will change it up in some way, whether it's like my makeup, whether it's like the earring, whether it's just like something. So it just feels different to me. And plus it's like, I don't want to blame it all on that, but it probably it's a heavy part of it. But now it's more so turned into something positive, because it's like, that's like the way I can like creatively express myself now. Like I don't think I would have explored this avenue if it wasn't for like me. It wasn't for those like that crappy like experience, right? Of being like, oh, you're wearing the same thing, right? If you pay for a sticker, does it go to you? I think it does. It does. I think it's just a cute way to send the message. Tasha, you're glad you're able to catch this live? You've been doing well. I've been doing really good, CEO. Things have been looking up. I'm really excited for the future of everything, because it's like personal life is starting to like finally like look up. What little personal life I have. There's no one in my life, trust and believe. But like more so just like emotions are finally feeling more stable. And even like work and everything here is like being good as well. And it's like we're already getting so close to 10,000, and I want to do something to celebrate for 10,000. I'm already in the process of preparing a special video for it, but I'm just like so excited for the future because it's just like as everything just grows, I'm gonna be able to just like do more and like do more creative stuff, and that's what I'm like excited for the most, is just being able to do creative stuff and be able to like push my content more. And it's just awesome being able to just like turn on a live stream and just hang out with you guys. Like that's always just been like such a thing I feel so gracious for, or grateful for, is just being able to just like have like the luxury, because it is a luxury and the blessing to and privilege to be able to just like at any moment like choose to like turn this on and like have people actually want to like hang out and talk to me. Like that's just cool to me, right? I can wear the same exact thing each time too, and like have a mustache, honey, with love and light, and everyone's okay with it. So that's what makes me really grateful and happy. But sorry for that random corniness. Let's get into your reading, CEO. So you wanted to have a general reading for you. So let's get into this. We have with you starting out what is this? King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, as well as the Three of Cups. So with this, CEO, I don't know if in terms of like your work life where you have like some type of, because whenever I see wands, I always think of instantly like I go to like passion. And so there's this sense of where I'm seeing like a path being presented to you that other people are involved in, right? With that Three of Cups, there is like this sense. Okay, let me break down these cards. I have to like get back into like tarot reading mindset after like that random corny like tangent of corniness. Take these off real quick so I don't have to think about the glare. So let me just explain these cards and why I'm processing the message. Three of Cups lets me know of like other energies involved, and also we'll keep in mind CEO of it highlighting it being a victory. With the King of Wands here, this is always that card of, it's almost like a calling of leadership, right? You are having to be the one to blaze the trail, right? With something where it's just like you rounding up the troops, right? And being like, hey, we can really do this. But what is the doing, right? Is the Knight of Pentacles, right? And I always say with the Knight of Pentacles, that is the individual who is going out of their comfort zone, going into the uncharted territory of some sort. And Pentacle energy usually just refers to, with that usual, just like, since it's a pentacle, it's a coin, honey, in terms of finances, right? But it's the beauty of clarifiers for this. So the clarifiers, we have Five of Swords with the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles following, really insisting in terms of like doing something different, getting out of your comfort zone. The Moon card and the Eight of Wands. So there's really, it's almost like this sense of like dropping your differences, where it's just like talking to like something, or like being like, hey, like we're on a team here, like let's drop our differences here, let's really explore these options, right? Because you have the Moon card also emphasizing with the Knight of Pentacles of just really going out into the unknown. And with the Eight of Wands, this is always like that card I'll say is like just taking stuff and just throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks, right? So this is overall just like a straight up reading of really spirit suggesting to you, CEO, of really asking for you to push. It's like calling trying to like go ahead in my words whenever stuff comes in too fast. It's kind of like calling in the troops, rallying the troops, and being like, get them motivated, because it's like there's something like that you really could just, I mean, it's hard for me to really go into too much detail with it, just because I don't know, like, in terms of your personal life, right? For me, like, because it's so different for all of our lives, right? For me and how I would pertain to it, be like, oh, okay, like, people who I do business with, right? Let's do more projects. Let's push to do and getting out of our comfort zone and doing more projects. Let's release courses and stuff that we haven't done before. For you, maybe for if this is in regards to like friends or family, this could be in terms of like real estate, or maybe could be even as simple as traveling to like a different country, right? So I would say the way that you would identify this part would more so be revolving around who in your active life is, yeah, I feel like it's more so just a personal situation in that way, if that makes sense. You had holes in your clothes, pet hamsters. Yeah, so they're so creative in elementary school, aren't they? I used to, it makes me laugh now, but in elementary school, because my middle name is Gabriel, people would just be like, oh, he's gay because his name is Gabriel. And oh, honey, that broke my little heart back then. I was just like, oh, how do you know? It's unfair. It's like I was marked and I can't even hide it. So ridiculous. Um, totally makes sense. Thank you. Of course. Thank you so much for the donation. Ooh, it's like my throat. There's something in my throat. I don't have any water around me. Oh well. Ah, all right. Arky Leroy, thank you for the $2. How does Max see me? I'm a woman. Future action. Let's see. Let's see here. So I am seeing we have over here the Page of Wands, the Emperor card, and then the Seven of Wands. I would say yes, but I would say don't pressure them anymore. All right, I say this because with this Page of Wands here, it seems like all this energy. It feels like someone that wants to do things on their terms, and I get this sense here of like if you continue bringing like. Especially with the Seven of Wands, it's like the more eyes that are on them, the more pressure they feel, and the more they're like, I feel like everyone has experienced those type of people in their life, and maybe, admittedly, maybe you can be one of them yourselves, no shade, of where it's like, you catch someone looking at you, or like, you'll just be irritated, right? Like, you don't want to give eye contact to that one family member, because you know the moment they give eye contact and they acknowledge you, they're just more irritated, and it's just like, right? So it seems like yes, but don't push the situation. Thank you for the $1, Cabo Juice. How does Dwayne feel about me? And thank you, Tasha. Check a vibe. Let's go. Queen of Cups, as well as the Two of Swords. It seems like this person has like a set in terms of, with the Queen of Cups, this person's in touch with their emotions. Two of Swords shows to me that they're not in indecision, that they're not struggling with their, like, they're not struggling with the path to take. Like, they know the path that they need to take, and they see it clearly. So take that as you will. What do their actions, how does Dwayne's actions reflect right now, right? I know most people would process this and be like, oh, it's a positive thing, right? Because of the Queen of Cups. But that's just like an optimistic way of thinking about things. With this Two of Swords here, this solidifies the sense of where it's like, you can quite literally take them at face value, take their actions at face value, because this is letting me know they're sure of themselves, right? If I saw this just for you, like was no intention, right, and I just pulled a couple of cards, be like, oh, whoever this is, they do not struggle with any, like they're in touch with their emotions and they don't struggle with figuring it out and taking action on it, right? Yeah, Emperor card coming in. They're not struggling with the actions that they're taking. So look at what Dwayne is doing now, and it's kind of your answer. Catch a vibe. There's no list, Clarissa. Hey, Mac, how are you doing tonight? I saw you, I'm pretty sure I saw you the last live stream. Yeah, I did see you the last live stream. There is no You haven't been pressuring. Yeah, I wasn't. I hope it wasn't me saying coming off as implying that you were pressuring at all. It's just more so like the heads up thing. More so like what I would process and like if I pulled that for me sort of thing. Be like, all right, I need to not make sure not to do that. Right. Tasha, did you want a card pull? Oh yeah, but back to the question of is there a free list? So there's no free list. There's no list in general. How this works is like I just trying to do my best with just keeping up with super chats. Right, I always will prioritize super chats and those who are my channel members for readings. And then afterwards, then I will just be picking whoever in chat that I feel called to. But just yeah, it's not like you don't need to feel like required to donate is what I'm saying. Don't feel like you need to be obligated to donate, right? Like it's not just functioning off of that. It's more so just like prioritize those, and it just so happens that right now people are donating, so I'm gonna just prioritize them before I get into the free ones. Does that make sense? Right? I always like to. I really want to clarify. I don't ever want people to feel like they need to give me money, because it's like I truly do just do these just to like hang out, right? While I'm never gonna say no, right? It does really help me out. I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I'm super bougie, be like, oh yeah, but it's like I do like you guys watching like my weekly zodiacs is like that's the way to support me, right? Right, that's where I make my money. I do anything else that I do extra. Like you'll notice in my personal videos, I don't monetize them. My live streams after they're posted, I don't monetize them because it's like I like that's like like majority of the reason why I made a YouTube channel is like I like being able to connect with people. I'm doing all right. I haven't done the collective reading yet, like I did last time. Not yet. All right. So Tasha said she would like a card. Let's see. Is the music too loud, by the way? Can y'all even hear the music? I forgot to even ask that. You know, I know this is not fitting, like any, this is not fitting right at all, but it's really giving a very like just like bedroomy. I mean, aside from the glare, honey, it's giving me very much so like bedroom vibe, bedroom eyes vibe, or like just getting out of a bedroom like messy vibe, right? If I had hair, I would have like messy hair, smudged mascara. It's definitely a vibe. Ooh, maybe that's the next time how I'm gonna wear it next time. Music is fine. I'm not doing the zodiacs. I would just be doing a complete like general one. What is my signs? So I am a Libra Scorpio cusp with Cancer. I believe it was Cancer ascendant. I just posted my chart in the community section. You guys are so kind with the compliments. I appreciate that. All right. All right, so Tasha would like a general message to something. So let's see here. We have for you the Four of Cups in the reverse, Tasha, the Page of Wands, as well as the Queen of Swords. Now, with this kind of situation here, let's break down these cards and put them together. So we have with the Page of Wands here, fresh start, right? Really, it's an interesting dynamic because it's almost like you're being called to really. Now, I've never said this before, just because it's just such a weird thing to even like consider, right? But in this dynamic, this is almost like reconsidering your boundaries with somebody, right? Now, I'm not saying I don't know your life, right? And you would know your situation more completely, right? You would know if the boundary is necessary and what have you. Thank you for the $5, Justine. I appreciate you. So you would know your situation more, right? But with this dynamic, it's like maybe you're being a little bit too protective of yourself. A little too guarded, we'll say, with somebody, maybe because you're afraid of like, yeah, you're just don't want to be hurt, don't want to be screwed over, right? Naturally, it's just like trying to. That's how you just keep it going, right? Just how you get through life, so you don't get screwed over and walked over by people. But in the situation here, with the Four of Cups here, this is a situation of something just like really like a good potential with somebody. And I do feel like it's like in your current space, immediate space now, of someone trying to take a conscious effort in getting closer to you, whether this is professional or personal, I don't know. But just like look at the boundaries that you've set with people. And yeah, you know, it's kind of just like doing like one of those just like checks, you know, right? One of those self checks, taking, reassessing everything, making sure, you know, if that makes sense. I love the music. If you are curious with the music, I'm just gonna say it for those that are watching this in the future, which is also, by the way, like weird for me to even think about, that people will like go back and watch my live streams. Like I know it's done, like I literally do it for other YouTubers, but it's like a weird thought for me to be like that, like think about how people would like choose to watch a live stream, past live stream of me. Granted, it's still weird for me to think that people will even just like hang out with me in the first place. Always gracious about, or use your words, grateful. I don't know why I can't say grateful today, honey. Oh yeah, so also I feel like I always like to do these like check-ins with like my greatest intents on like things I want to do, right? It never stops. By next week, or starting this next week, so tomorrow, even though, oh, by the way, happy early Memorial Day. By starting tomorrow, though, there's going to be a lot more, much bigger influx of occult videos. I say this with confidence because I already have some stuff pre-recorded and all of that. So, yeah, I really want to start engaging my channel in more than just tarot, right? I want to maintain with my weekly readings, of course, but I want to add a little bit more personality to my channel, a little bit more life, and back to my roots from how I started this channel. I started this channel talking about astral projecting and my experiences working with different deities and stuff, and I want to get back into that a little bit more, right? I want to, because I know a lot of people only know me for like my tarot cards, my readings and all that, but I have a pretty rich spiritual background, right? I feel like it would be, I'm finally now at a place. Before I didn't feel comfortable speaking in a place of being like, oh, these are my experiences, and like, you know, there's always that shyness now from before, but now it's just like, girl, like y'all see, we all hang out every single day at this point, honey, right? Y'all already know I'm a weirdo. And also, I know I didn't do a live stream last night, but to be fair, I actually have a reason for it. Because I know I said my last live stream I was going to try to do one every single day. Well, I was going to do one Saturday and Sunday, which I'm doing one now still. But I was pre-recording those a few occult videos. So now that I have a little bit of a backlog, I'm going to be trying to incorporate doing a lot more live streams. But I'm always going to be, similar to this one, I'll be posting a premiere prior. So like y'all will have a heads up. You're back. Hey, Kimmy. I also have to get back to your email, Kimmy. I am like a little bit, I talk about being a little bit ahead in my recordings, but I'm a little bit behind with emails and my orders. All right. So let's do a, if I'm a weirdo, then I'm in good company. Yes. See, that's the thing. I agree. I know for a fact anyone that likes to, I know with confidence, anyone that like vibes out with me, chooses to vibe out with me, they have to be pretty cool people, right? Because I'm pretty eccentric. And if you can get through this really eccentric character that I am and see through it and want to vibe out with me, then you must be pretty cool yourself. That's how I see it. So yeah, right now I'm going to be doing a collective reading for everybody. So just give me a moment while we'll format this one a little bit differently. I'm going to be doing 3 different rows here. We're going to start with the 3 base cards. kind of like how I always do with the weekly zodiacs, right? So just take with what resonates, right? There could be one row that resonates and dealing with one specific thing, or all the rows could resonate and be one specific message for you, right? I don't like to put too much structure in these readings because I feel like that will like limit the messages that need to come forward, right? Especially when it comes to these general messages. So we have here, we're starting out with the Four of Wands here. Now this is the 1111 portal card, right? So this is, I can already suspect this is for someone that sees an opportunity presented to them of being like, how would I put this? Let me put on some chapstick while I think about how I want to word this. I would say, let's just say like you're watching me, right? And you're just like, oh, I could do what he's doing. I could do that easily. But you still just choose to sit and watch my videos and not do your own, right? I can kind of suspect with these clarifiers here with this Four of Wands, this is already going to chastise some of y'all in that and being like, well, don't stop watching my videos, but like for you to start taking action and doing something because you guys have already identified being like, this would be a really good opportunity. Let's see here. Let's get the details though. So we have here the World card, the Page of Swords, and then the, what is this? Knight of Pentacles. So, stop telling my business. So in this situation here, you guys right now, this would be talking about some type of use your words, some type of communication. I say this because of the Page of Swords. This is letting me know you guys is really emphasizing that you guys have your eye on communicating with somebody. Maybe this is a situation of where it's just like, hey, like maybe there's been some distance and because of a misunderstanding, because of a fight. Regardless, there's some desire to really pick up where things are left off, right? It's almost like with this World card, you want to start like a new chapter, a new cycle with them. You don't want this cycle to end. I know I'm speaking about it in terms of a person, but it's still, I mean, no, I'm going to say in terms of like it's a person. Knight of Pentacles, though. This is really a sense of being like, could even be like you could be talking to them, but you want to like challenge them and be like, hey, like, why don't we consider doing this now instead? Why don't we do something, changing it up in some way? It's almost like for some of you guys, you really have this urge or desire to bring up some type of new idea, this new adventure to someone, but you don't know how to quite do it, so you don't, right? It's interesting though, because then it's just like I want to like get into the questions of being like, well, why don't you, right? Is it just because you're not sure of like this idea itself, right? Maybe you want to do a YouTube channel with a friend and you're just like, well, since you don't want to push it with them because then maybe you don't know how it'd work out or something, right? I speak in analogies, right? You posted 3 times this weekend. Hey now, nice. Hey, Wild Harmony. Cliches didn't become cliches because they weren't true. Were untrue. That's very valid. We have now the Eight of Pentacles here. So the Eight of Pentacles is someone in this process of really learning their craft with something. This is really speaking to someone who's really actively, let's see. So this would be speaking towards an individual who, this is someone who's like recently, well, not recently, but this is someone, let's just say you failed a driving test, right? And then after you failed that driving test, right, you were because you're like, I used the example of like a driving test because then that driving test, you failing it actually has a pretty big impact without it being that dramatic because it directly affects your stability, right? So I speak in terms of a driver's license, but you'll know which way to associate it with, obviously. Because I don't feel like it's something flashy where it's just like life-altering, like a tower moment, but it's still something that you've had to like really kind of work through because with this Strength card, I do feel as if there is some type of association with like a trigger, right? Or something where it's just like you know, that challenge of some sort where you failed it once, and then because you failed it, then you couldn't get a job, right? You couldn't take yourself to work easily, and you know just how much that limited mobility happens, right? With this Page of Wands, this is more so just like a straight up confirmation to an individual who is about to just jump back on that horse after they fell that first time. This is more so just a straight up just message of where you're straight up just being told that this next time that you get back up on this horse, that it's gonna be a mission success. So whatever that driver's license test is for you, it's a good sign. It's a good sign, I would say. It is a really good deck. This deck I would suggest to anybody for a starting deck, beginner, medium, and expert. Like, this is such a good deck in terms of the quality, in terms of the artwork. Like, it's just such a I feel like this is such a, in price even, it's extremely cheap. I would say it's less than 20 bucks. I paid less than 20 bucks. I think you can get it for less than 20 bucks on Amazon. I have it linked in my description. It's called the Lightseers Tarot or around there. Yeah, I would recommend this deck to anybody, straight up. Yeah, such a good deck. All right, y'all. So, I think I want to close out this live stream because I am getting a little bit hungry. But I know I don't want anyone to be bummed out though, because I pinky promise I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams. Because like I said, I want to be doing those daily ones. And then after I got invaded that last time, I'm like so irritated by that. Well, not really irritated by it, but it's just like, now I just want to like rub it in their face even more. It's just like that I'm just like of how much I'm unbothered by like those dweebs being dweebs rating my live stream. It's just like, girl. But yeah, I'm gonna close this live stream out so I can make dinner. And then yeah, if you guys are a water sign, y'all's water horoscope weeklies are going to be coming up, be uploaded in the next, I would say probably in the next couple of hours. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys tomorrow, those who want to come and hang out for tomorrow's live stream, because there will be one.